Hola, my name's Alan. This is my first ever YouTube video. It's probably going to be my last YouTube video as well. Very quick one. Talking shit, it's probably going to last quite a while. Right, it's basically I'm talking about my experience I've had on DMT, and the reason I'm making this video is because I need to know if other people have had this kind of experience. Been obsessed over the last 2 weeks because of this experience that I had. And I've smoked DMT and then dimethyltryptamine at least 10, 11, 12 times. I've had quite a few different breakthrough experiences, and me and my friend both smoked at the same time and started smoking at the same time. So a lot of things have changed in our lives. Right from the beginning, we both worked together, so we've been quite successful in work. Both of us actually managed to achieve different things and work promotions and whatever else. But I'm going to try and put this last experience I've had into context. Give an idea of how incredibly intense this was. Now, aside from the last experience that I'm going to be talking about in this video in a few minutes, we had an experience that I thought that nothing was going to top this up until that experience there just 2 weeks ago. But anyway, a few months back, we were in a wee island in Scotland, and we'd taken about 30mg of 2CB, and my friend then snorted an extra 15mg of the 2CB, so he was already pretty gone. I'm quite susceptible to it. It was the first time we took 2CB, so I was really impressed by it, and it was really hallucinogenic. Anyway, I had this overwhelming feeling of no wanting to do any drugs or anything ever again in my life, including smoke weed. And Michael, my friend at the time, wanted to smoke DMT. We had brought quite a lot of everything with us, so it was going to be hopefully a pretty fun weekend. Anyway, so my friend, at the peak of his 2CB, smoked about 3 or 4 quite big hits in a bong of DMT. We use the sandwich method. It works a treat for us. Ash, DMT, more ash. Pack the top with ash and try not burn as much of the DMT as possible. Anyway, so he blasts off and starts doing all this fucking weird shit. We've got videos of this, all this weird possessed stuff. Starts moving his head up, gets pulled about. He's like, watch, look what's happening. For whatever reason, I smelt the DMT and I get an urge and I wanted to do it after saying literally 30 seconds before that, not again. I was saying to myself I didn't want to do it ever again in my life. So I smoked this DMT, and in this experience we both had, I went, and the only way I can word it, and this obviously didn't happen, but I went into his mind somehow, and I managed to experience some of his experience, or experience even some of his sadness and bad shit that was happening. Anyway, I'm going to pause this. I don't know if I can actually pause it. The point I'm trying to make is that was nothing compared to what just happened to me 2 weeks ago. And what happened to me 2 weeks ago, I don't even know if it's possible to try and explain it. I know that gets said so much, especially when you're looking at things, but this kind of thing, and everybody says the same shit. It's not possible to put into human words. It isn't, and I think a lot of people just make up and put bullshit out there, but this one was fucked. So usually, right at the beginning of my experiences, I experienced some pretty nasty ego death. And it's probably with me just clinging on to whatever reality I can possibly cling on to. But the ego death is pretty bad usually. It's mostly people manipulating me or putting their hands in my brain, or they always shine like a laser in my eye. A kind of gay spirit, it's the only way I can describe it. Shines a laser in my eye. Most of the time, for whatever reason, I try not to look at them. I don't want to look at these demons or whatever they are, because at the start it's always demons, it's always jesters, and I know that gets said time and time again, and it sounds like bullshit, but in this case, no. Joe Rogan said it, watched his podcast where he was talking about how the jesters were giving them the middle finger. That happened as well, but none of the visual side of it was the scary side of it. It was the reoccurring time. So the first part felt like infinity. It felt like it lasted like real time when I came back, maybe half an hour. It almost only lasted a minute or two. And essentially I was stuck in a time loop. There was a song by Pink Floyd. It's one of the first songs on the Wall, the movie. and there was just a reoccurring, non-stop, infinity amounts of times stuck in this loop, and it was continuous, and it was rising, it was building, and it was building, and it was building, and it was building, it was building. I'm trying to think of a way. The film Carrie. There's a bit in it where she goes, "They're all gonna laugh at you. They're all gonna laugh at you. They're all gonna laugh at you," and it gets louder and louder, more intense, and it's like that. But the feeling of this lasting forever isn't a case of it feels like, oh, this was thousands of years ago, or hundreds of years ago, or 30 minutes ago. There's no, people talk about concept of time. Realistically, when you realise that what time, oh, this is so hard to word. When you realise that there isn't a beginning or an end to that experience, it's just forever. And that was forever. And that for me was hell. Worse than any burning fire, worse than any torture, worse than any physical pain, worse than anything. It was madness. It was madness to the point where everything that couldn't have possibly been, things that my brain was just no comprehending, no understanding, all clicked into place. It was like, fuck, how could you have forgot? This is what is that? This is the reality. This is what it actually is. The experience, or the bad part of that experience, the never-ending time loop must have only lasted maybe 2-3 minutes. And then I went through a hospital door and felt like I was being carried on a floating bed with, I want to say 4 different individuals, but I have no clue, so I couldn't even see them. I get to a big, beautiful red door, really old-fashioned, looked like something, a cartoon, some sort of magical door, and it slowly starts to open up. Now, before this, the jesters that I was telling you about earlier on kept giving me the finger. Every time something positive would happen, after this reoccurring time loop, the jester thing would come into play and just pull all the positivity away and go, ha. It got to the point where I went, well, I don't care, because I got to see the positive side there. So if you're going to pull this away from me, I don't give a fuck, because at least I got some sort of enjoyment out of it. And at that point, it all kind of clicked into place. That's when I started going through it's like an archway, and I was going through a green hospital door, through this archway, all the way to the end of the tunnel, and there was just this big red beautiful door. As the door's opening, I can feel, I don't need to hear it, I can feel excitement, and it's like, oh, and the most excited feeling you could possibly imagine, like way beyond anything. Like, again, it's really, 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 really hard to word this, believe it or not. Point is, I get through this door anyway, and it's just a magical fucking kingdom. There was the elves, which I knew they were. No wee things that you think are just, like garden gnomes and things like that. A different thing altogether. But I'm guessing that's where the idea of these things came from. Anyway, so I got through this magical place, and then of course everything just changes rapidly, constantly. Everything's just changing into some different new experience. You're seeing something new, you're seeing somebody else or some other entity. It showed me 4D, and this is something I've seen quite a lot of people talking about, but right at the start I wasn't even interested in it for whatever reason, but showed me it right at the very beginning of the breakthrough, when I finally broke through after the bad, I'm guessing it was ego death or hell, or else maybe that was the real place to be, and then I've came back to this nicer place. I've kind of lost what I was going to say there, and it's going to annoy me. Why is this not getting looked at? If 2 fucking idiots can have the experience that we've had, me and my friend, different types of experiences, things that have happened to him, videos of him literally looks like he's fucking possessed. Why is it 2 cabbages discovering this shit? How could I go into his mind and mute, but yet the whole fucking world doesn't have a clue what this is? I'm no rocket scientist, right, and I'm a bit of a geek, and I'll do as much research into this kind of stuff as I possibly can. But why the fuck is no one else? I know there's a massive community out there, people looking at this and going, what the fuck is this? This isn't what you think it is. This is way beyond anything you can possibly comprehend. And it's so far beyond what your brain can actually comprehend that you forget it. And I think every single person on the planet, most creatures on the planet rather, have been to this place or experienced this level of consciousness in some way, but they just forgot it. And when you remember, like I'm doing right now, even though I can't remember, I don't actually know what the place looks like, what the things were, what they were doing. I just know that it was fucking fucked. Madness, chaos, everything folding in on itself. I don't know how I can describe it as I was in some sort of cosmic custard. Spirits all flying around me. Felt like they were putting aliens, like, felt like hands were coming into my brain and crimpling up my brain. All the while this is getting louder and louder and more intense and more intense and more intense, and I keep saying to myself, I'm stuck, and I'm stuck, so on and so forth. Probably not going to post this because it is me talking some amount of shite. But I do not give a fuck what anybody says. I would be sceptical beforehand, now I'm no sceptical. This is definitely some sort of communication key, something that's linking us with something else altogether. And whatever we think God is, or is a big guy up in the sky with a big beard and doing his thing, or whatever version of God we as humans can try and comprehend, it's a ridiculously so much further beyond comprehension, and I literally cannot stop thinking about DMT. I don't want to smoke it again ever again, but if it was here right now, I'd smoke it right now. At the same time, I would be fucking shitting myself because I don't want to remember that again. And I don't want to go through the last 2 weeks not being able to sleep and obsessing over it and try to figure out why the fuck no one is talking about this. I'm thinking that jester, and it was definitely a jester, and I've had the jesters a few times. At any second, it's just going to pull my reality away from me. Put the finger back up and say, I got you again. And then I'll be like, fuck. Oh well, that's me back here. So most people have fantastic experiences. I had an absolutely fucking incredible experience. But I think I just maybe, I don't know. I have no idea.